in, go ahead and follow me. This is the Chris Kimball perspective. There's no filters, no fake energy, just real thoughts from a real person trying to figure life out. This isn't one of those podcasts where I pretend I've got everything together and because I don't. I was just gonna say that. But if you're being honest, you probably don't either. Right? Nobody's got their life together. So wherever you're at right now, driving, laying in your bed, scrolling your phone, stay for a minute because this might hit you in a way you didn't expect. So, my name's Chris Kimball. I live in Michigan. I've worked a lot of different jobs, landscaping, warehouses, customer service, just kind of figuring out things as I go. But I'm not just drifting. I've been building something. I started my own business called the Bow Service. It's like mobile bartending for weddings, birthday parties, something I built from scratch. There was no roadmaps, no guarantee would work, just effort, consistency, and betting on myself. And at the same time, I've been job searching because jobs suck. If you've ever looked for a job in today's world, you already know what it feels like. It's terrible. Applications, resumes. Thank you for your interest, and then just silence. It's like everything's done by AI. It's like shouting into the void sometimes. But I keep going because I know I'm not meant to stay where I'm at. You know, I want more money, more stability, more freedom. I'm not afraid to say it out loud. I mean, but life has a way of putting things into perspective. Right now, my dad, Randy Kimball, is in the hospital. He had a quadruple bypass. I didn't even know that was a thing, and you know, he's recovering. He's doing well now. This is probably the worst thing I've ever been through, but seeing someone you love like that, it changes something in you. You don't see them the same way. Not weaker, just human. It makes you realize how fast everything can shift. You start thinking to yourself, like, am I doing enough? Or am I making the people I love proud? Or am I just coasting? I don't know if I made my mom proud, but, you know, because one day you don't get another chance to show them. I never got to show her. Sadly, she passed about 10 years ago, and I think that stuck with me, but I think this is sticking with me a little bit more because he's still here. I still get the chance to make him proud if I haven't. I mean, I think that's why I started this. I want the people around me to be proud and happy and be able to say, "Oh, I know Chris." It's it's not for fame. It's not for the fame or the views or any of that because I've got thoughts that don't really have a place anywhere else. Like, and I know I'm not the only one. I feel like everybody feels like this sometime in their life. And sometimes it hits people earlier, but this podcast is for people who think too much, who question everything, who want more out of life, but don't always know how to get there. And I want this to be something we build together. Like we're gonna build together. So If you're watching this, drop a like if you know me or like what I'm saying, or comment what you want me to talk about. If you have something that you've been through, you can follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, because I want to make this a weekly thing. And I want it to actually matter. All right, let's talk about something real. Something people think but don't say. I think a lot of people today don't actually want success. They want the idea of it. They want the results without discomfort. They want money without the grind. They want attention without putting themselves out there. And I get it, because putting yourself out there, it's uncomfortable. You might look stupid. People might judge you. People might laugh. But here's the truth. Most people won't say, if you're not a little embarrassed by what you're doing, you're probably not growing. Let that sit for a second. Because I know people who have ideas, business ideas, content ideas, goals, and they never start. Not because they can't, but because they're worried about what people will think. And I say something else that people won't like. Most people stay average on purpose, not because they're stuck. It's because it's comfortable. And I'm not saying this like I'm above it. I've done it too. I've wasted times. I've overthought things. I've drank half my life away, partied. I've held back when I should have pushed forward, but I'm done with that. Seeing my dad in the hospital bed, that did something to me. It made everything real. Time is not guaranteed. Opportunities don't wait, and nobody is coming to save you. You either decide to get what you want or you don't. And here's something I think a lot of people will relate to. You ever feel like you're capable of more, but your life doesn't reflect it yet? Like, deep down, you could be doing bigger things. Like, something's keep it keeps holding you in place. That feeling, that's where I've been. But not anymore. I'm going to do something. That's why I want you guys involved in this. I don't want this to just be me talking. I want this to be a conversation. So comment, tell me what you want me to talk about next week. Real topics, nothing fake, nothing surface level. Oh, how you doing? How's your day going? None of that crap. You know, if you agree with what I'm saying, share this. Send this to somebody. Because I guarantee at least one person who needs to hear this. And if you don't agree, even better. Comment that too. Because I don't want everyone to agree. I want people to think. At the end of the day, this isn't about being perfect. It's about being honest. Honest about where you're at. Honest about what you want. Honest about what you need to do to get there, because life doesn't wait. And neither should you. So this week, do something. Do something you've been putting off. Apply for the job. Start the idea. Say what you've been holding in. Just move. This is the I think this is the perspective with Chris Kimball, episode 1. And we're just getting started. So drop a like, a follow, a comment, and we'll see you next week.